Hey, it's me, Zanov, and welcome back to Skyrim. Oh, jeez, I butchered that intro. I've never said that before. Hey, it's me, Zanov, and welcome back to the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Anniversary Edition Legendary Difficulty Survival Mode playthrough. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? If you cannot tell from that intro, I'm already brain dead. This is already going to be a terrific episode. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? I'm doing fantastic myself. A little bit of a brain fog here and there. I've been under the pump at work. I've just got a few things that have been not working how they should be, and it's been tying up all of my time, but now I finally get to sit down and play some Skyrim. Honestly, if it ever becomes a reality where I get to just play games as a full-time job and have my own community supporting me and following along and enjoying the content, and I can genuinely just sit down and make sure I'm producing content for the pure purpose of entertaining everybody, I couldn't imagine a better job ever. Like, seriously, I never understand how people that do this as a job and are blessed enough to have this as their job in their life, like their full-time job, how they ever feel bogged down or anything like that. Like, they just feel like they can't produce content and can't produce content every day. Because for me, like, I have a full-time job outside of this. I have very little spare time, and the little spare time I have, I can't help but love coming straight back home or straight back from whatever it is I'm doing and just starting a recording for Skyrim. I just have such a great time doing this. Like, starting a recording for any game, really, but I just have such a great time. In any case, Brynjolf wants to talk to us. I found that out at the end of the last episode when he started pathing towards us, so let's see what he has to say. Brynjolf.
It's good to see you in one piece, lad.
And it's good to see you too, Brynjolf.
It's good to see you in one piece, lad.
And again, it's good to see you as well.
I give you a proper thank you for everything you've done.
Oh, don't mention it.
The guild is back on its feet again, and on its way to a prosperous future. What's become of the skeleton key?
It's been returned to the sepulchre.
That's it then. After all those years of helplessly watching the guild decline. But enough of that. I'm confident that with you in charge, we'll soon have more gold than we could possibly spend.
So where will you be now?
I'll be down here, trying to coordinate everything with Delvin and Vex, to make sure the coin keeps flowing, and no one skims. If you still feel like doing some jobs, I'm sure Delvin and Vex have more than their fair share to give out. Either way, it's been a pleasure, my friend. Here's to the future of the guild. May it last another 1,000 years.
Yes, may it do so, and I'm not super sure that the gold's gonna start flowing because I don't really intend on doing all of those Radiant quests for Delvin and Vex that kind of get the guild back on its feet. But in any case, what I really love about this quest line is as soon as you finish it, you get like little things like this where things like actually change. Like, I don't know if I can interact with this, and looks like I can interact with it. An offering of 100 gold can be made. Little burp that. An offering of 100 gold must be made in order to receive the shrine's blessing. Make an offering, yes. 100 gold removed, other blessings removed, all diseases cured, blessing of nocturnal added. Let's see what that does, because I actually do not know. That is probably something I should have been doing this entire playthrough, is probably getting some shrine abilities, because they're probably pretty good, especially for survival mode, as I said, and I just have not been doing that. So what is it? Blessing of Nocturnal, you are 12% harder to detect for 11 hours. Not quite as good as some of the other stuff I've got, but I'll take the extra 12%. It must be something like 10%, but the whole Necromage perk is probably giving it a little buff to make it the weird 12%. But in any case, that's pretty good. It's not that bad. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's not bad. And it's probably more applicable in survival mode, to be honest, because it's not like you're just waiting all the time like I typically do in normal playthroughs. So, like, whenever I usually tend to not bother about things like that, where effects only last like 8 hours or 12 hours in my regular playthroughs, because obviously, you know, you pretty much wait for everything in a regular playthrough. Like, whenever anything isn't working or whatnot, like, I just stand in place and I wait and I wait and I wait and I wait, and like 6 days might go by and I'll just kind of keep waiting, you know. I think probably everybody does that, but obviously in survival mode, they're probably like the little temporary effects like that are probably a lot more useful. Uh-huh. Thank you so much. It's almost like I wasn't even talking to you. Okie dokie. Okay, I can't let my lack of energy and how worn down I am from the day translate too much into the video. This is like my perfect opportunity to forget about the whole day and just enjoy myself, so I've got to be conscious of that now. Hello there, just the friend I was looking for. Please aggro on me. Please, oh, please, oh, please, oh, please. But in any case, what we're going to be doing is basically a continuation of clearing out the quest log, which is also why I want this dragon to land, because he probably hasn't come at the best time, but these are the last two things I want to do before we start, with a semblance of getting somewhat back on track into a quest line. So I want to do Blue in the Face. I found a note at the Bee and Barb that implied goblins were spotted in Skyrim near the border to Cyrodiil. The writer of the note claimed she was on her way to Grum's Pass to investigate. We're going to be doing that and Beyond the Grave. I've heard stories of bandits being an issue throughout Skyrim. At the dungeon in Whiterun, I read about one such bandit who died in Falkreath. I should visit the cemetery to confirm he's dead. We're going to be doing both of these because I'm pretty sure they are both Anniversary Edition content. I know for certain at least this one is because goblins are involved. I would assume this one is as well because it came in a note. Whenever things come in a note, that's typically Anniversary Edition. That's typically alarm bells for Anniversary Edition. Now, it is not looking like he's going to be compliant. It is the one dragon that doesn't want to be our enemy. So, we're just going to get out Nightmare and waste no more time waiting for him to land. Let's go, Nightmare! And I'm so glad my stats are at 100%. And I'm just going to check real quickly because I cannot remember for the life of me whether or not I did some kind... No, okay, it's all good. I cannot remember for the life of me when I was taking the thumbnail for the last episode if I took off or if I turned down the difficulty slider and survival mode, but it would appear I did not. It's just my stats. I just did a good job at the end of the last episode, obviously making sure my stats were at 100%. You know, future Zarnov is thanking past Zarnov right now. So we're headed to Grum's Pass because that's the closest one. I was gonna say I might have headed to Falkreath if we did get the dragon, just because, you know, use the fast travel when you got it, but then we would have had to travel back to Riften anyway to go in here, and we can't get a carriage from Falkreath. So, you know, survival mode, you win some, you lose some, but mostly you just lose some. That tends to be the case. Oh my goodness, I keep on forgetting how slow the horses move in the water, but I'm also like, you know, you can't really just swim in the water. You just get cold too quickly and your stats start depleting and you die just way too quickly. It's just not at all an efficient mode of travel. Thank you so much, survival mode. My goodness, I gotta tell you guys, I am feeling it. I am feeling the drain. I am not... This is going to be one of those episodes where you're going to hear me talking about just how worn out I am a lot, because... whenever I'm worn out, I can usually tell, and it's usually when no duh. Obviously, a lot of people can tell when they are worn out, but I'm talking specifically in the context of, like, I can tell when I'm extremely worn out, because I've had days where, you know, like, I'm tired and whatnot, and I come and I record, and it's, you know, it's still like a regular recording, because I've still got enough energy left to, like, you know, give me that boost and be like, yes, I finally get to record. And then there's days like this where I've still got that energy and I've still got that, like, yes, I finally get to record, but it's just noticeably harder for me to think about things while I'm doing it, which also translates into it being just a lot harder for me to think in general and, like, provide commentary. And I just become so aware of it because I'm like, oh my goodness, what do I say now? Oh my goodness, what can I do now? Oh my goodness, what were we doing? Like, even more than usual. Even more than usual, to put that in context. Believe me, I'm aware there are a lot of occasions where I just forget where I'm going with the train of thought, or I forget what I'm doing in the game, or I just forget something in general, or I can't think of something to do in general. Believe me, I'm aware. I'm aware that happens all the time. You guys are probably painfully aware that happens all the time as well, but right now I'm talking specifically in the context of that happening to an even worse degree, if you can believe it. Because just at times like this right now, it's just, I'm just so aware of how bad my mental capabilities are. Come on now, here we go. Two more Wow, you're doing no damage, Mike. We have come such a long way. This is Legendary Survival Mode, people. Legendary Survival Mode, and Thoran Veralt, he is doing splendidly. Literally splendid. Like, this is, again, I've said it so many times, but this is why I love Skyrim so much, is that we started out as a pure mage. Now I've just decided, I've decided to do the warrior thing, and now I'm deciding to do the sneaky archer thing. And it's like, I can do it. No problemo. There's no penalties or anything. Hey, buddy, just gonna kill you real quick. Boom. Jeez, that's a really quick, like, little pounce attack you got there. Hey, buddy. I think these guys have the animations of the Reiklings, but their character models are just a bit bigger. I think that's how they've done it. Whoever it is that's implemented these things, by the way, good job. Like, these are really, really good, especially, like, when trying to remain, I guess you could say, faithful to the Oblivion Goblins. Like, these guys are pretty much perfect for Skyrim. Like, whoever did the texture for these, congrats. Give yourself a pat on the back. Whatever you need to do to feel accomplished and satisfied, because you really did a good job. And also, now, don't quote me on this, but I am pretty sure, we'll take that, that, yeah, they do have the exact same, like, character model technically and movement patterns as the Reiklings, but obviously just enlarged to be goblins. But obviously, really, really good job, and also pretty creative as well to use the Reiklings. I mean, it's probably something that was like, yeah, this is definitely what we should do, but it doesn't take away from the creativity, I think. The posting of the hunt. Okay, Avanessa Caladius. Is this the person? I'm gonna guess this is the person in the quest log that we read about, right? I traveled to Grum's Pass and proceeded to investigate the cave's interior. Okay, so this was a little bit bigger before the Investigate the Cave quest update happened, and I'm pretty sure it mentioned this person who went to go and explore the cave, and here she is. Is it a she? Here they are. Here. Let me flip ya. Here she is. There we go. Okie dokie. No, and we'll take all these alchemical ingredients because I got, oh my goodness, how do I even know what skeleton I'm searching? How many skeletons are here? I literally just got to keep looking around and I find a new skeleton. Okay, it looks like that's probably about it. Alrighty, let's go a little bit deeper into the cave. And oh, jeez, I'm just thinking about it too, like, if this is Anniversary Edition and this cave wasn't obviously vanilla, then they've added this whole thing. Whoever's done this Anniversary Edition has created this entire cave, would have created that whole exterior point where obviously this cave, that leads into this cave. Oh my goodness, see, I'm finding it so hard to think. Long story short, basically, you did a good job. Whoever it was that made this, congrats. Give yourself a pat on the back from me, you deserve it. Now, let's keep on moving on in. And I also love that the Anniversary Edition added all of these new alchemical ingredients. Very, very nice. Am I going to experiment with them too much? Probably not, because we're pretty maxed out in everything that we could want to do. But it's also really, really nice. Now, you don't look like a goblin. You definitely look more humanoid, but I can't tell what race you are, but you are blue. You're blue. Yeah, well, there you go. Kill the blue god. Okay. Makes sense. What's down here? Okay, we got goblins fighting each other. Alright, okay. Not sure why that is. That must be like their own little version of the brawl of the, like a fighting pit or something, I guess. Yeah, that's definitely what it is. And he's having a tough time working out his place in the world of Skyrim. And now they're all kind of just getting involved, I guess. Alright, well, let's just kill him. And then let's just kill him. And hello. Ooh, you're not friendly. The blue god, hey? Boom. Man, you're kind of tough. You're causing me a bit of stagger, a bit of problems with my aiming. Yeah, I bet, and it's fascinating that you're an orc. So why are you the blue god though? Like, what does that even mean? I don't know. Hopefully, there's something that explains that, because I'm wondering if there's something deeper to this. Like, I don't know, maybe he's something that the goblins worship because he's blue. I don't know. Okay. Just give me 1 second, Mr. Blue God, sir. I'm just gonna slowly whittle you down with arrows while you hit me with that staff and the sword. And that staff looks awfully familiar. And boop. See you later, buddy. That staff looks very familiar. Goblin totem staff. That looks like the staff that you get in Oblivion at the very start of the game. I love that. Let's take that. Search the Blue God. Blue God's Journal. Okie dokie. So it looks like we do get a bit of an explanation as to what's happening. Takey and takey and takey. And take those iron arrows. Thank you. Let's flip them over so we can see what we're dealing with, or what we did deal with. Hello there, my friend. Some nice eyebrows you have there. You must... I can't even think of what it is. Ah, threading. That's what what that little bad joke was going to be. You must get them threaded. Yeah, see, it's just I can't think to save me right now. I literally cannot think to save me. It's terrible. I wish it wasn't the case, but it is what it is. And I'm sure you guys probably get some enjoyment just listening to me try and provide commentary, just knowing that the bandwidth of my brain is being stretched beyond its well beyond its capacity right now. And no, we'll leave that. Now, it looks like there's a little bit of a Blue God boss chest in here. Harvest these glowing mushrooms. Tickle some more... Well, not tickle some more bones. Look at... What language am I using? Tickle these bones. Tickle. Tickle. No. I don't even know what word I was trying to think of. I don't know, nudge the bones. I don't know. I don't know, guys. You've got this episode. You've caught me at like a very, very, very brain dead moment. Let's go search chests. Ooh, flawless sapphire. Yes. Gold. Yes. No. And no. They would be great, but no, not right now. Thank you. We'll keep taking these things. There's a lot of them. I wonder if I don't know. Maybe I should. Okay. Hold on. Am I... Nah, okay. I won't make a note of it. I'll just see if I can remember. I'm already setting myself up for failure. I was like, I'll see if I can, you know, I'll look these up afterwards, you know, make a note of it. But then I realized there's no notepad and pen super close to me right now. I'd have to stand up from my chair and go grab one over to my side. And, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to try and remember. So... Obviously, I'm not going to look it up, and yeah, just because I won't remember. Yeah, let's take all of that goody stuff. Let's search these sacks in case there's anything in them that I want. Not really. Okay, didn't really want that, but I'll take it anyway. JK, just going to drop it. Nah, actually, why would I drop it? I got heaps of ingredients. Oh, well, I'll keep it. Okay, let's make our way back out and see what was going on in this little fighter's pit here and see if they're... It doesn't sound like they're still fighting, so I guess they all died or somebody won. And if somebody won, I guess they would be my enemy, wouldn't they? Okay, this guy's won. He looks like he could be a bit of a tough cookie. Looks like he's got a unique weapon too, which is cool. Okay. How do we get down there? I'm going to guess it's right there. Because, yeah, that looks like a little entryway there. Make sure we're not missing anything, because I just seen this coin purse. Nothing. Ooh! I see everything. See, this is why you check behind everything. For everyone that's always like, Zarnov, there's nothing there. Just look at this. Look at this. Adept Strongbox. What do you reckon? Do you think I'm going to get like 8 gold out of this? You know, if I miss the 8 gold in this, we would... See, look at that. Flawless Garnet. If I had missed that, which is more than likely just going to go into my chest at home, and I'll never actually sell it or use it for anything, but if I had missed that... You know, the whole playthrough would have been ruined, obviously. So, you know, that's why I gotta look for these things continuously, impulsively, annoyingly. I just can't stop myself. I know. I dislike myself for it as well. You're definitely an enemy, and that's a unique animation, isn't it? So he's using a hammer and chisel. Is that an animation that was already in Skyrim, or is the person that's made that animation specifically for the goblins? I'm not sure, but I love it if it is new. Let's do that. Wow's got him pretty good. Like, oh, right under the rib cage, probably straight into the bottom of the lung. I am sorry, my friend. I am sorry. We'll take that. And boom, and boom, and doesn't look like there's anything else. What were you mining? Ah, quite literally a rock. Okay, let's go see what is in this little entrance here, and let's see if we got to fight this big bad boy right here with the skull mask. Okay, he looks unique. He looks terrifying. I'm gonna stay hidden here. Well, quick save here because I've got absolutely no idea how this is gonna go down. I don't know if he's gonna. Okay, I was about to say I don't know if he's gonna attack me or not, but no. Speak to the goblin. I can do that. Hey, buddy, just give me 1 second. I'm going to search these people that you killed. And search. Why would I not take that? Take that every day of the week. And come on now, take that. There we go. I've got enough of these little blue mushrooms. Before we speak to this guy, because I'm not super confident he's going to actually be using any words. I think he's just going to keep going, or whatever that sound is. Or whatever that sound is. Sorry, I just got had a few bubbles like come up in my throat, so I had to stop talking real quick and ungurgle it. Let's have a look-see at the Blue God's journal first, and see if it mentions this character and who he is and whatnot, and who the Blue God is and how he got himself into this whole situation. Okie dokie. Day 1. How long is this? This looks like it could be a while. I'm not necessarily opposed to that if it's interesting, but oh, golly gosh. Okie dokie, that is a bit. Alrighty, strap in. Day 1, the tribe demanded I prove myself as a hunter. They want me to trap some game and return to the stronghold, probably for a celebratory feast. It shouldn't be too hard. I already set up a snare by the water. Now I can just sit back and let the food come to me. Day 2, my snare trap doesn't seem to be working. I tied it to a stick just like they said. Clearly Lob gave me a flimsy rope. Either that or the sticks out here are no good. I don't know how they expect me to hunt with such broken tools. Day 3, it's only been a few days, but I already feel like giving up. I'm hungry and I've gone through all the bread Atub gave me. By Malakath, they really expect me to die out here. So this guy was a part of the stronghold that Yamaz was chieftain of, correct? I believe so. Yeah, Chief Yamaz. Interesting. Day 5. The rabbits here are too nimble to chase down. I thought I could just grab one if I put some bait in my pockets, but problem is, I don't have any bait. I shouldn't have eaten all the carrots in my sack, but I was starving. Day 6. Malakath's blessings. I'm alive. I found a cave south of my camp full of strange blue mushrooms, which I immediately ate. I remember... Oh, gee, that doesn't sound good. Sounds like my friend here was in for a wild time, just picking up some random mushrooms and eating them. Atub saying something about some mushrooms being poisonous, but I didn't get sick, so what does she know? Anyways, I ended up filling my sack with them. If I come back with a full stomach, maybe I can convince the others we don't need to hunt. Day 7, I came back to Lagerspur with my sack full of mushrooms, and one by one they spit them out and mocked my hunting skills. If that wasn't humiliating enough, Chief Yamaz took a hammer and crushed the sack, then dumped the contents on my head. None of my tribe mates bothered to defend me. They just stood there and laughed. Kind of rich coming from Chief Yamaz from memory, you know, being judgmental about somebody else not performing to what is expected of an orc. Quite literally who Chief Yamaz is as an orc chieftain, the person who does not perform to the level they should. Now Yamaz says I have to go back out there and catch something with some legs. It's not fair. When's the last time he caught anything? Yeah, exactly. I'd be bringing that up, my friend, Mr. Blue God, sir. Day 8. I'm so hungry. Hunting is impossible. Maybe I'll just die. That'll teach them to leave me out here alone. Day 9. By Malakath, what just happened? I went back to the cave to pick some more mushrooms when something must have tripped me because I fell into a pit. I yelled out for help, but instead of getting rescued, I was quickly surrounded by a horde of green monsters, hissing and gnashing their teeth. I figured that was it. They were going to eat me. But before I could scream, one of them dropped to his knees and started bowing. The others followed. Could they be goblins? You never see them this far north. In any case, they seem to be treating me like an honored guest. Day 11. Blessings of Malakath. It turns out they think I'm a god. They don't seem to treat other orcs the same, so it must be the blue stains on my face. I need to thank Yamaz for dumping that sack on my head. I think I'll do that right before I have my goblins claw open his face. Oh, jeez. That sounds awful. Day 15. My army grows by the day. Soon we'll have enough numbers to overrun the stronghold. For now, I have them collecting blue mushrooms from Cyrodiil so I can maintain the ruse, although some of them might be starting to suspect. The other day, I think one of them saw me use a stick to spread my blue paint on my back. I'll need to keep a close eye on him. Day 18, I figured out who it was that saw me. It's that nasty little runt with the funny-looking spear. It seems he's the hunter of the group. He reminds me of every orc back at Lagershire who laughed in my face. So I'm assuming that's the goblin in front of us right now with the interesting, unique weapon, the spear. I tried to grab the spear from him, but he must have done something to it because it was too heavy to lift. I don't know if it's Hircine or Malakath that's protecting him, but he needs to learn that goblins only have one god, the blue god. Me. Wow, the power really went to this guy's head really, really quickly. Day 21. The tunnel the goblins were using to come here from Cyrodiil's collapsed. No matter, my army is nearly big enough to take the stronghold, and once that's done, I can sell Yamaz's things for a whole wagon full of paint. Before I do that, though, I need to make an example of the non-believer. Once he's dealt with, it'll show all the other goblins what happens when you question your god. So it seems like this guy became worse than Yamaz in his whole, thing about how he's, upset with Yamaz for how he treated him. It seems like this goblin was obviously a bit suspect of who this guy actually was, and then, yeah, he became worse than Yamaz as the leader of this little, gang of people, and quite literally tried to get this goblin in front of us into the fighting pit and have the other goblins kill him. Wowee. Okie dokie. That was quite the simple connection I was trying to make there. Simple, comparison I was trying to make there, and it was it was taking a bit of brain power. I don't like to admit that. Okay, let's talk to Goff. Hello there, my friend. Are you all right? Do you think you'd want to follow me? You can handle yourself in a fight. I could use someone like you. You seem friendly, but so does a bear until it's chewing your face off. I've always wanted a goblin for a friend. What do you say? Why do I get the feeling you're going to follow me out of here? Having you as a companion would be a bad idea. Do you think you'd want to follow me? All right then, let's go. So I guess I've got a follower now? I guess I do. Wow, that spear looks really, really cool. Can we take that from you? I want to talk about your spear. Where did you find it? Okay, I'm guessing I'm not actually going to find anything out. I wonder if they teach Goblin at the Bard's College. Okay, I guess maybe I need to trade some things with you. You gave me a skull. This isn't... okay. I need to change your equipment. Let's change your helmet. No, I'm pretty happy with what he's wearing. It looks all pretty cool. Okay, it doesn't seem like we can actually interact with him too much, but he gave me a skull, so thank you very much for that, Goth. But this is what but this is what I think of your little present. Please don't take offense. And also, actually, no, let's just keep you around for a while. Why not? Why not? We got a new follower. See you later, Serrana. We got the big old Goff. Now, I wonder if he actually counts as a follower, if I can get another follower. Does he count as I don't mean to sound mean or anything, but is his AI like a pet AI or something? Or is he like an actual follower, or is he even following me? Hello? There he is. Yeah, so can I have another follower in addition to Goff, or is Goff like does he take the place of a regular follower? Don't know. Might be something we have to test, and we're also going to have to see how useful he is, whether his usefulness outweighs his potentiality to block me in tight corridors like every other follower / pet does. Okie dokie. Any dragons about? No? Yes? Please? I'm begging you. Please be dragon. Ooh, you guys see that? You guys see that on the old compass? I see that on the old compass. That looks like something we can use to our advantage, so we don't have to ride all the way to Falkreath. Okie dokie. Let's call out Nightmare. Nightmare, oh Nightmare. Let's heal ourselves so we got some stamina and we can actually sprint, and let's go, Nightmare. Let's go up to this little peak here and have a look, see at who's inhabiting it, because I know exactly who's inhabiting it, and they don't even know it yet. But they aren't gonna have the fight that they're looking for. They're just gonna be the Dragonborns. living taxi, basically. They're going to be used for something they wouldn't be typically used for in a regular playthrough, because this Dragonborn is in survival mode, and this Dragonborn did the Dragonborn DLC so he could have the Bend Will shout and force dragons to be his own personal taxi service. Wow, that doesn't feel good on the toes. Oh, jeepers. Let's just keep moving away from that. Hey, nightmare, and boom. Lost Tongue Overlook, and look at that, a revered dragon. How's about that? You look like a big, bad, and mean machine, don't you? And I didn't mean to get so close that you'd actually take off. I was going to try and get somewhat close and then just bend will ya. But it's all good. I'm sure you'll do a hover soon. Let's have a look at what this word is. 278, yes. Vigorous healing, yes. And no. Okie dokie. Let's have a look-see here. What are you? Run, dismay. You just hit me with drain vitality. Come on now. You're about to be my friend, and you've got this relationship off to a bad start, because now I'm just being. Oh, all my stats are draining as if it wasn't bad enough being a vampire in the sunlight. Yes, you are. Now, I'm going to heal myself real quick. Whoopsie. I'm going to heal myself real quick, and then I'm going to ride you. But not in that way, in the way to get to Falkreath. No joke was intended there. YouTube, please don't ban me. I don't even know what it takes on YouTube to... I don't even know what it is you can and can't joke about. Obviously, I know, I'm pretty sure swearing's a no-go, and I'm not really one to swear in the first place anyway, so that's not been too big of a thing for me. But in terms of like jokes and whatnot, I genuinely have no clue. Let's travel to Falkreath. Look at this, hey guys. Look at this. Sorry, I just knocked my mic, but look at this. The episode in which I'm brain dead and I'm getting 2 whole quests done, hey? How about that? How about that? There have been episodes where much less has gotten done. Obviously, you know, they're kind of a little bit out of my control because I got to ride a horse everywhere. But hey, look at this. The brain dead episode and almost everything's getting done. I mean, that's I don't even know what kind of connection I'm trying to make. I'm sorry, guys. Ooh.
To winding mortality, but he willingly gave up this existence that we might better understand the vagaries of life and death. It is through the ebb and flow of this cosmic tide that we find renewal, and in the end, peace. May the spirit of Lavinia and all those who have left this world and its suffering know the beloved serenity of Aetherius. And may we one day rejoin them in eternity.
Did he say RK was once a mortal or something at the start of that? And isn't RK Akatosh, basically? Right? I'm almost certain that's what he said, and I'm almost certain RK and Akatosh are one and the same. Let's have a quick chat to this guy.
Who is responsible for the cemetery here in Falkreath? I take care of the shrine.
You're a priest of RK?
I am. I came into Arke's light after the Great War. So many died by my hands, my magics. I'm fortunate that Kust and the people of Falkreath have come to accept me as one of their own. Could you do an old elf a favor? I misplaced my journal in a cave I was exploring. I'll pay for its return.
You know, when I spoke to you, it's because I thought you were interesting. I wasn't really chasing yet another quest. I have another quest. I have enough quests. Like, I'm literally trying to clear out my quest log right now. Oh, why not? I'll do it.
Blessing of Arke to you for your help.
All good, my friend Runa. All good. Jeez, I hope that revered dragon doesn't start aggroing on everybody. Do you tend this graveyard alone?
Oh, merciful Arke, no. I'm too old and frail, and this graveyard is too large. Kust is my assistant. He helps me tend the headstones and keep our cemetery clean, as befits a place of rest.
Can you teach me about conjuration? You've already learned
Nothing
all
more
I can teach you. Oh, okay, a little bit different dialogue. Okay, well, thank you, Renil.
It means a lot to me, if you find it.
Okie dokie, I'm guessing you're Kust. You don't have any dialogue?
You and I will be fine.
Okie dokie. And who are you? Matthews?
A sad time.
Is this place always so gloomy?
Yes, and I couldn't tell you why. My wife and I think there's some dark magic at work. Or perhaps Arkay's influence is strong here, and he likes to keep it this way.
Perhaps. Who died?
Our daughter.
Ooh.
Our little girl. She hadn't seen her 10th winter.
Ooh, I'm really sorry to hear that. That seems like a bit of a personal question there, Thoran Veralt, but I mean, curiosity, how did she die?
She was.
Oh,
He
jeez.
ripped her apart. Like a saber cat tears a deer. We barely found enough of her to bury.
Who did this?
Sinding
Oh.
came through as a laborer. Seemed like a decent man. He's stewing in the pit while we figure out what to do with him. If you've got the stomach to look at him. What could drive a man to do something like this?
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder. Started ill met by moonlight, speak to Sinding. My goodness. I don't think I've ever started this quest this way. I usually, whenever I want to start this quest, I just always go to Sinding. I had no idea you could actually talk to the parents of the girl and find this out. Oh, jeez, that's really... My sincerest condolences to you, Matthews. That is a terrible fate that's come upon for you. Why does the town have such a large cemetery?
The cemetery is ancient. It's been here longer than the town. I'm no scholar, but I know that a lot of battles have been fought here over the course of history. After each battle, more dead were buried and the graveyard got bigger. I heard it's now the biggest graveyard in Skyrim.
Indeed. Well, thank you very much for the dialogue, and I'm very sorry for your loss, my friend Matthews. Yes, I don't understand either. And here we go. Search Khajiit. Is this Mashara, or is this just another bandit? I'm not sure. But it looks like there's a note in there. Letter from Erwin. Okay, we got a few things. And we got another note here. Good old Anniversary Edition. Let's take that. Read the Khajiit's note. And what do they have? Gold, lockpicks, glass armor, glass gauntlets, leather boots, mage hood. We'll just leave it. It would be nice to take, but we'll just leave it. Also, I think it's just extremely funny. You okay there, my friend? I think it's just extremely funny that even when, like, these humanoids, being the Khajiits and the Argonians, die, for some reason their tails still have an animation. I didn't notice it for the longest time, and then the day I noticed it, I could never not notice it with every single dead Khajiit and Argonian. Letter from Erwin. So, dear brother, are you well? I heard this terrible rumor that you died. You always said I'd be the one to kill you. That wasn't very nice of you to break a promise to your only sister. Unless there's another sister you didn't tell me about. So now you're not only dead, but you're a liar too. Tisk tisk. Anyways, I know you love to read, so I'll keep this short. Oh. Jeez, these guys have a terrible relationship. Let me know if you're not dead so I can come over and hug you with my knife. My goodness, what is going on there? I feel like I almost feel like that's the brother and sister that were up at the trader's post that we did a small quest for. I'm so positive that might be them. I just can't remember for the life of me though. Okay, let's read this letter for the Khajiit as well. Geez, a lot of reading in this episode, but I'm actually loving it, to be honest. It's actually kind of interesting. It's a lot of interesting stuff. So, Khajiit's note. Completed. Read the Khajiit's note. Investigate Knife Point Ridge. Khajiit finally got a lead on Edward. It seems he and his bandit friends fled north to Skyrim. But when he spoke to the guard captain, he tells Khajiit the bounty on Edward has already been claimed. A ripe old adventurer showed up to the barracks on a horse, dragging the Breton's corpse up behind him. They tell Khajiit the body is buried at the far end of the cemetery in Falkreath. Khajiit will take a shovel and dig him up. After all, there are ways to die and not be dead. Khajiit has heard of potions that mimic death, slowing the heart to barely beat. If so, then Edward might still be out there. To that end, this one has heard rumors of a bandit wearing Daedric plate plying his blood trade at Knife Point Ridge. Originally, Khajiit did not think Edward the type to live in an abandoned mine, but now he is not so sure. Edward may have fooled the guard, but Khajiit won't believe he is truly dead until he sees... Oh, pardon me, I apologize. Edward may have fooled the guard, but Khajiit won't believe he is truly dead until he sees it with his own eyes. Well, how's about that? Okie dokie, we've got a few things going on already, and I'm feeling like I really want to do that whole thing with Sinding. Yeah, I think I will do that whole thing with Sinding, especially while we're here. Might as well. It's a quest that, you know, I usually do like to pick up because it's a fun quest, but I've just obviously completely forgotten about it for this whole little playthrough. We are super hungry. I wonder if... do we? We do indeed. Okie dokie, let's go find someone. Let's find someone real quick. Let's go into the inn. There's always someone there, right? Yes. Hey there. A handsome man in Falkreath. Oh, you need to stop it. Stop it, you. Stop it. Okay. Who is in here? Hello. Yes. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Let's go. Let's quick save. Let's pickpocket. Let's nothing. Okie dokie. Let's see if we can let's see if we can get away with feeding on her. Can we get away with feeding on her? That's one. That's two. That's three. You are well fed. I'm not risking any more. Okie dokie. We are well fed. We are sorted out. Oh, I think I already pickpocketed everyone in here, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I already stole everything from everyone. Oh, wait, no, there's Runel there. I haven't stolen everything from him, have I? No. Let's quickly go do that. Oh, hey, Goff. Hey. Please don't do that. Please don't do the thing where you're just in the way. Like, you weren't in the way then, but in a corridor, that's a terrible situation.
Going to stand in our cemetery to see that.
Uh-huh. What do you have? Let's take that. Key to House of Arcade, we'll leave that because if I want to lockpick it, I want the experience. Okie dokie, didn't have much, but it's all good. Thank you so much, Renal. Thank you. And that's going to have to do it for today's episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and leave any comments below, any recommendations, or just stop by to say good day because I absolutely love the interactions, and I promise I'll respond to everyone. And also, I do have to apologize. I'm sorry. I'm aware. This video probably was more on the what are you even talking about, Zarnov, but like I'm telling you, my mental bandwidth has been truly tested today. But in any case, regardless of anything I've just said, please have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.